No. You can't recognize me as Pain, man. It has to be the one and only Itachi Uchiha.
Of course. Yeah, this ring light is crazy. I'm making it brighter and brighter. It's like
new levels I'm literally looking at it at your glasses. Like I can see like a pattern of ring lights of reflecting one another.
Oh yeah, I see it. That's funny. Let me turn it down a little bit. That's cool. What's up, man?
Yo, what's going on, brother? How's it going, man? What's good?
Chilling, man. I'm here at my mom's place, vibing, eating all the good food.
That's what's up, bro. Is that
the mango con salami?
Ooh. My bad. What's that?
What's that?
That's that arroz con salami.
No, mango. That's like plantains. It's like smashed. It's like mashed, basically, plantains. Mango.
Oh, dude. In Puerto Rico, we got a different name for that. You know what it is?
What?
Mofongo.
Oh, yeah. Well, mofongo, doesn't it have like chicharron and like all these different things in it?
Yeah, depends on which one you're making, because you can actually make it plain without all the meat stuff, and then you can actually do it with that to add flavor to it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's the mofongo. Yeah, no, my girl loves the mofongo because she's all vegan.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So she cannot
like the vegetables.
Yeah, so the mofongo, we can make it like plain with no meats ingredients on it, nothing, and she loves it, man. She eats it like
that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's funny because my girlfriend's vegetarian too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Look at that, man. We got similar girls, bro. What's up? That's what's going on, man.
Good taste. We got a good taste, man.
Hey.
Yeah. Did you update the room? What's up? You got some new pictures up there.
You haven't seen my room since last time you've been here.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Like, all right. So I don't know which side you're looking at. Okay, so this one. All right. So you got Sora with the little soundproof panels that barely does anything.
Oh yeah. That one I saw. Yep, I remember that one.
All right. You got Sephiroth, the Freedom Strike Gundam. On the bottom, you got a nice little going artwork with a couple of panels. And let me see.
All right. Oh, there it goes. And then you got your action figures back there.
Yeah, I don't think you've seen that one because that came last year.
Oh, sick. What are those? Do you have any One Piece over there?
It's funny you say that because I don't have One Piece. I do have Naruto, Fairy Tail, Dragon Ball Z, Final Fantasy, Devil May Cry, a whole lot of shelves of Gundams.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Those are crazy.
Yeah, I got like a shitload of. You know what? Hold on, I got one that I can show you here.
Yeah, that one's crazy. I remember you had this. It was like a black one that was like super like. It was like insane. It was like black and gray. I think it was.
I think it's this one right here. Death Scythe Hell. This is from the Gundam Wing series. No, I got too many Gundams, man. I got at least I got like if I could have to imagine, I think like over 100 Gundams I have.
Dang.
Between action figures and built-in ones,
You just snapping on that.
Oh yeah, I got the whole set right here to do snaps, and I don't call it that because that's too much headache for me. I just snap it and pop. That's it. And I had to buy the little model kit to actually because there are times in which when you cut the pieces, they left like that plastic outside that it looks ugly itself, so you gotta cut it. So there's a scissor that will cut all that stuff, so that way it looks lean and looks fresh. There's the nail. What do you call it? The nail? El cepillo de
la brush.
Yeah.
Like a file.
Yeah, that to solder the plastic so that way it goes smooth. So that way there's not any little bumps or scratches like that. Stuff like
stand
that.
It up.
Yeah, basically. So I do that stuff once in a while. Bro, in that closet, I still got like 20 Gundams that I haven't built that I need to build.
Dang, and those are tough.
Yeah,
that's like super tedious.
Oh, bro, the level of patience you need to have on these is next level, bro.
That's crazy. Maybe I should get a couple of those just to like have some. It's like it's almost like Legos in a way, but just like crazier. Probably more tedious.
Yeah, I mean that's the best way I can compare it. You know, it's just Legos. Only difference is that Legos, it's easy to just like click. That's it.
Yeah,
click,
you just
that's
click
it.
them on. Yeah.
This one's is more follow the instructions very carefully and look for where this can click to this, and don't put a lot of force on it because sometimes if you do it, it might break.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got like
so
20 of those ready, but I haven't built it because you haven't seen my desk as well. You know, my desk is actually pretty big now. It's a brand new.
It's like one of those round ones that go like around has like a curve.
Like the ones you see in the studios, you know, that has like little shelves in it that you can actually put like compressors in these shelves. Yeah. Basically, that's how one of these wooden desks, you know, like, and I got it for less. I got it for $150, and the guy who had it. He said he bought it for 5 years and had it for $2 something. I'm like, I got it for less. So I was like, shoot. And I can stock up stuff. So the reason why I haven't built those is because I don't have a place to put them.
Yeah.
So when I actually move out of my place and go live with my girl, that's what I'll consider to start building again. You know, but it's a fun little hobby. Besides playing Yu-Gi-Oh, it's a fun little hobby, man.
Yu-Gi-Oh, dang.
What was the last time you heard that, huh?
I feel like I have like some cards here just like spread out, just like random ones. But I definitely have more Pokemon cards. That's like I have like a stack. I wasn't like the guy with the book. Right. I used to want to be that person, and then I just kind of like I guess I got more infatuated with the Game Boy Color one.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna do this.
I'm with you on that because I prefer more playing the Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Always. All of my years, I always buy the Pokemon game and the console along because that's the only reason I'll play it, you know? And I was never into the Pokemon cards either. At first, yeah.
Yeah, at first, like the holographics and stuff.
Yeah, like, when you got the holographic Charizard, Blastoise, that got the Zapdos, the Gyarados, you know, like you get one of those, you're like the hottest shit at school. Guarantee.
No. They be trying to steal it from me and stuff. They try to trade it.
Oh my god!
I'll give you my whole pack, my whole deck for your one holographic card.
For one of that. I remember I think I sneaky did something like that to somebody. I said like, "Yo, I'll give you all my graphics if you give me that one Charizard." And I did it, bro. And I was
the Charizard too. Not like, don't they like sell for like create like a holographic one? Like right now, it's like with NFTs and stuff and all those like things.
Dude, right now in the market, I'm seeing like if you have the original print of a Charizard or of any of the seasons, like you know, there's the original Charizard, then there's the Team Rocket's Charizard, which is Dark Charizard.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Remember?
Yeah.
Blaine's Charizard.
Mm-hmm.
If you got any of those originals, they could go up to thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So if you right now take a look at your place and find some holographic Pokemon cards, look it up and see how much they sell on eBay.
Shoot.
Because that's money.
Side hustle.
That's money. I mean, that's part of my side
I definitely have like
hustle.
The second generation, I think. I have like the, what's the water one? The Fragulator?
Feraligatr, yes.
Feraligatr. Fergalicious.
Oh, but if you got something like that, that's still money because that's still from the original.
I just need to find them. I think they're in here somewhere in this little studio. This is my old little studio.
I was gonna say, bro, it's like that's a nice looking studio you got there, bro.
Really, I remember me and my friend David. We put up these panels just on some like we didn't know what the heck we were doing. I was like, oh, looks cool like this. Let's do this cool shape. It's like a nice shape, but it's not doing anything probably for like the room, but. It made you feel like you're in a studio.
I mean, that's why I put the panels so I can feel I am in a studio. They're not literally doing anything at all. Like, guys, if you guys are looking at this panel, at this episode, our panels, yeah, they look dope, but they're not doing anything right now because we haven't properly acoustically.
Yeah, you need like to hire like what are those guys called? The actual
an acoustic engineer is what they call it.
I mean, I feel like the corners, those. I mean, maybe it helped a little bit. I don't know. It's supposed to be for like the bass, but yeah, who knows?
Yeah, like if you see right here in the corner, you see my bass strap right there.
The bass strap. Yep.
Yeah, I do have 4 bass straps on all the corners of my room.
I feel like those probably do a little bit something, but
it actually does, believe it or not. Before I put all these panels out, it actually did a whole lot for my room because luckily for my room, it was acoustically okay. Because when you close the door, like you can feel the all of a sudden pressure of the of inside the room, and you feel like, oh, okay, so like
kind of clamps down.
Yeah, so when I added the bass strap, it actually enhanced it even more.
Mm-hmm.
So now whenever my AC turns on, the door closes even faster. You know?
Oh, that's crazy! It's like suction.
Yeah, it's something weird, man. Like. Like I never understood it, but hey, like as long as it's doing its job correctly, exactly. Like thankfully, if I throw this, you don't hear any echo.
Dead. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's dope.
Hey, it's doing its job. I'll take it, man. Because I know when I'm moving out to my girls, wherever me and my girl decide to go, I'm not gonna have the same, I'm not gonna be that lucky as this room because I know there's gonna be times in which I have to figure out how I can find the room acoustically right for the time being until we get a home to ourselves and then have one of the rooms to build in a studio room.
Exactly.
It's gonna take some time, and I need to figure it out. But that's later down the road in the future. So
think about it then.
But it's stuff that I had to think about it. I know that you can go to Gym Acoustics, I think. JigAcoustics.com, something like that. I don't remember. Jig Acoustics. You
could like hire someone or something, or is that like?
Oh, it's basically a website in which you tell them like, hey, here are the blueprints to the room. This is the dimensions.
The dimensions.
Yeah. Tell me what is it that I need to build this room to be a studio room, like a standard regular studio room. And they basically will take a look and they'll email you back with a list of all the things and where to buy them and how much it's going to cost you to do that room.
Dang, that's cool.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I remember Mike got me into that because we were in SAE and Frank Socorro.
Shout out Mike Sellers.
Oh, absolutely. Mr. Mike Sellers, shout out to him. Let the reggae horn beats go off. Let's go. Mike Sellers, shout out.
The air horns.
Yeah, bro.
SAE gang. Even though I never really went to SAE, I kind of just was hanging out there.
Hey man, you were definitely hanging around with all of us, even if you never touched the campus as a whole. You were still like part of it. You know everybody from around there. I mean,
facts. And I used to do the beat battle or the producer showcases there too. Whenever they had them, like because they would host them there, and I would go there. Like I think there was like 2 times that I went there, or maybe 2 or 3 times. Maybe.
How many times you won?
I think I won once out of like.
Okay.
I did it a couple times, but I definitely won maybe like 2 beat battles ever because there was like one with I Standard. It was called I Standard, and then one was another one. It was like a Jay Dilla one. It was like a Make 'em NV or something. And I actually won $1,000 from that one too. That's when I had just got fired from my job at Memorial. Yeah, and then I did this battle because my friend David was like, "Oh, you should do this battle." I'm like, "All right." And then I won, and I got $1,000. I was like, "Oh, this is good. This is cool."
Look how life worked out, bro. Look how
start.
Look at that, bro.
Crazy.
Hey, it might be a blessing. It probably was like, hey, you know what? Reminder. You were meant to get fired, so you get yourself, into this world.
Exactly. It's crazy.
No, it's crazy, bro. Like, do you remember how or when do we met?
For me, I feel like it might have. Was it like at a club, like at Heart or something?
Oh,
I think it might have been at Heart.
Was it?
Like when we went through I remember I was with Ricky. I don't know. I don't think he was playing. We were just kind of going in. It might have been like in the green room or something. Maybe.
Like were you? Mike was there, right?
Yeah, I think Mike was there too.
Oh, I think you were in my show, the Bear Grylls, when I opened up for him.
Yeah, that might have been it. Yeah, I remember that stuff. It's a very familiar name. No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. So that's what's up, man.
Man, what was that? That was like what?
2000. That was. I'll tell. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you a nice little story about that. I think it was 5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. April 9 of 2016.
2016? Dang.
Since 2016, man, we known each other, man. That's what's up. Let me tell you a nice little story about that, because it's so wild how somehow this actually connects to us meeting for the first time.
Dang.
I don't know if you check on my Instagram story recently, but not too long ago, like I really just like noticed that one of my mixes that I have on SoundCloud reached like 12,000 plays in the span of 5 years.
Nice.
And every time I open up my SoundCloud, there's a new notification of somebody following and somebody liking or reposting something from my page. The majority of the time, it's because of a certain mix that I did. That mix happens to be the live set I did for Bear Grylls when I opened up.
Wow,
Heart. So for the past 5 years, for some reason, people just love that set and they just like it because I'm a dubstep person, and it's not a set of dubstep people. Is it house?
Like bass house kind of stuff?
Bass house was bass house, electro, trap, a little bit of trap here and there, but it was basically bass house and electro house, because the whole reason is that I didn't want to go over Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls is going to be like,
balls to the wall, going crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't want to go over it, and I didn't want to be that guy. So I had the whole crowd under me with little bass house, because that's like, okay, that's the closest thing I can do remotely connected to.
It's going to get everybody ready pretty much.
Yeah. And it's so funny because like I saw it and I was like, I'm still amazed that people love this set so much, and it got me inspired. I was like, maybe I should do a house track just for the fuck of it, man. And I started it, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if this is good or bad. I just did a house track with a trap drop as well.
Yeah.
So
that what, like 128s?
Yeah, 128.
The 128 trap drops go crazy.
Yeah,
those are super dope.
I don't know. I'll send it to you later this week, because
definitely.
I was just like, all right, I guess everybody fucks with it, so I'll make something out of it. So it's funny that you said that we met through that show, and it comes full circles. It's like, oh my god, that's the show that everybody fucks with.
Like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, so. And mind you, I came from a house background, and I think that's the show that I transitioned from being a house DJ to full blown bass DJ.
Damn, that's crazy. I feel like I definitely came from house too. Like I remember it was like Afrojack and like Avicii at the time. I was like, wow, these guys are like gods, like titans. And I would watch like Afrojack's like live streams he would do. And he would be like smoking like a million cigarettes and just like making crazy like beats and like talking. I think he's from the Netherlands, right?
Yeah, he's Dutch, along with Hardwell and Tiesto.
Yeah, all these guys.
Yeah, all those big contenders.
All the titans.
Yeah. I mean, they're gods that walk among humans in a sense. These guys are just like they started the big room era. That's what we like to call it.
I remember that. Do you remember Passion nightclub?
Passion, yeah.
It was at the Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Where they had like, it was like when you walk in, like the main room is like, that's like straight big room. And then like, I think if you go right, it's like the Latin and like the merengue and bachata and all that.
I remember because I remember that club have done so many big room shows in there, bro. They brought so many well-known. I remember Steve Aoki played there.
Wow.
Or was a resident there for quite some time, It was something crazy. Like I remember, yeah.
Yeah, those times were crazy. But yeah, no, to go back to like, I feel like definitely house like brought me into like the EDM world. Like that's when what was that song with Afrojack?
There's so many good.
I know, Afrojacks. But there was like the big hit. He had a big hit that what was it?
Hold on, let's
take over control. Take over.
Take over control. Take over. Oh,
I was like, dang, this is crazy. And then after that, I feel like I slowly started getting into. I don't know how I got into it, but I think it was like YouTube, where it's like related videos and stuff.
Yeah,
I think that's how I got into like this rabbit hole of like hardstyle. And then I was like
finding
all this like hard style stuff. I was like, what is this? This is crazy. It was like all these like really like cinematic, deep like voices just like talking, and then it's like this crazy kick, King Kong ass kicks and shit. Like freaking Godzilla.
King Kong got nothing on me.
Godzilla kick drums.
Holy shit.
That was crazy.
Oh, there's a meme about that. Have you seen the Boys from Amazon Prime?
No.
Oh man.
The Boys, a movie?
No, it's a series. It's a good series. It's basically like it's not a spin-off at all because it's not related to DC, but it's basically like what if the superheroes from DC were actually killers and celebrities, you know?
Oh, what?
They made it. It's the same. I think it was Robert Kirkman, the guy who did Walking Dead. There's a comic behind that, you know? The Boys. I'm not going to spoil it to you much, but there is a scene whenever you get a chance. It's free. If you got Amazon Prime, it's free. You can watch it. It's a very good. It's very like, oh my God, I want to see more. There's a scene about this guy that's a Superman wannabe that lands on a place and and there's like this terrorist that's killing everybody. And he goes like, ah. Then the Superman wannabe lands over. It goes, whoa. Kills the guy and is like, okay, bye. So there, so the meme behind it is that King Kong roars and then Godzilla goes, woo.
And it just like annihilates.
It just annihilates King Kong. Bro, but that's pretty wild that from Afrojack, you go ahead and go, oh, let's check out hard style.
Yeah. That's when I was just like surfing the EDM like world. Before it was even called like EDM, I don't think nobody was really referring to it as EDM then.
Yeah, no.
It was just like electronic music, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, yeah. They kind of, from there, I think after that, then it was like, eventually I went to my first festival with Ricky and Cheryl and everybody. You probably were there too at A Life in Color in like 2015, 16 or something.
Oh, you went, yeah. You were there too. I was performing. Because I
remember Ricky Remedy played. I remember watching him. That was crazy.
Ricky was playing some of Ricky's songs.
And Jack, yeah, I remember that because Ricky was recording it with like a GoPro or something.
Yeah.
I was like, what's happening? I didn't know what was happening. I'm like, he's like, this is a song. Wait, what?
I remember Ricky Remedy, Big and Slim, and me. We were the only ones in all that festival that were playing Ricky's music because we were his homies and we were just like, here's the music. It's like, oh, dope. We're playing this. So
that's so fun.
I remember Big and Slim played the Bob Marley song, the remix.
Oh yeah, the trap remix. Rick Mears.
Yeah, Ricky Smears.
Ricky Smears.
Shout out to our boy Nitty Titty.
Niddle Griddle.
Titty for Nitty.
Yeah, and Jack U played that night. They headlined, I remember.
Yeah, Jack U played that.
That was crazy. I was like, wow, this is epic.
Yes. Wow, bro. You
Super
just
epic.
took me to memory lane right now.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I was like, I think Where Are You Now just came out then too.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, that was inspiring.
Oh, no. Yeah? I think it was was it before Ultra or after Ultra they play Where Are You Now?
That I don't know.
I know that Jack U at that time, it was the hardest shit ever,
I loved it. I love the production.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I wasn't into the Jack U shit.
No.
At the very beginning, I wasn't. And then later on, I listened to it now and I'm like, okay, it's pretty cool. It's like, I fuck with it. But the reason why is because I guess like every other person, when you hear Skrillex, you expect Skrillex,
Yeah. The straight and all that.
Yeah.
At the time,
Yeah. But I remember at that time, Skrillex was not only, going with dubstep, he was also messing with trap as well.
Yeah, and like mid-tempo stuff.
Yeah. So I feel like I was expecting more of that. It's like, hey, he's a bass music producer. So I expect, and if it's Diplo, like, oh shit, yeah, bass, Jungle Terror, Moomba, Yeah, give me that
I love
shit.
all that. I love all those flavors.
Oh yeah, bro.
That's literally what they would bring too, and it was like a lot of hip hop mixed with like just the the crazy madness of electronic music and stuff. So that's something I love too, because I kind of come from like hip hop background too, just and like R&B and like hip hop were like probably the first, like my first loves, and then I eventually started like opening up. And then I moved to Dominican Republic with my dad,
right?
And then that's when my like musical like mind started to get like exposed to bachata, merengue, like reggaeton, and all these genres. And it's crazy.
Let me ask you, what was your first hip hop artist that you listened to, like that you remember? Is like, oh, I started with this guy.
Oh, like worked with?
No. Like, I mean, like, when you were little, you got into hip hop. What was your first hip hop song that got into you? Like, all right, I fuck with this.
The song that got me curious about like production, like beats, and like got me asking those questions was Hail Mary by Tupac. I love that beat because I was like, man, all these little like the elements and the bells and the little lead that's in the back, and I was like, man, like how does this work? Like, does Tupac do all this too? Like I I didn't know what. That's the one that got me like thinking, and then I was just obsessed with that like song, that beat.
Wow, that's wild, bro.
Isn't it? It's crazy.
I'll tell you, my first hip hop was Eminem.
Eminem?
Yeah. Eminem.
It's still there. Like those are titans, like Eminem, forget all these guys.
Like when you talk about old legends, you talk about the DMX, the Tupacs, the Biggies, the Ice Cubes, the Jay-Z's, the Eminems, I grew up with all of those. 50, yeah.
50, I was like a big G Unit, like 50 fan. I like 50 and like Lloyd Banks
and Jumbuck, the whole G Unit squad, bro. And then you got the Shady Records with Eminem on top of it with Dr. Dre and Jesus, who's the Lil Wayne.
Oh yeah, Lil Wayne. Dr. Dre, the Chronic album too. When I was growing up.
Oh, with Snoop Dogg. Oh fuck, I forgot that.
Crazy. I remember my sister's boyfriend at the time he's my brother-in-law now. They're married.
Oh,
but like,
look at that.
Yeah, at the time, like I remember him, like because he would have the crazy speakers. It'd be like the 415s or like 212s or something.
Oh shit!
And like a little blazer, so it'd be like boom. So I was like bumping the Chronic album, and like that's super loud, crazy.
Which one was the greatest hits of that album, of the Chronic album?
Like the way it comes in, the intro is just insane too.
Dr. Dre,
nothing but a G thing, of course.
Oh, nothing but a G thing. Baby.
Honestly, I'm about to like listen to it, re-listen again.
1, 2,
take me back.
3, 4. Stoop W. The highest one of all these.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because I'm very sure, like if people tell you like what's the first song that comes to you in the Chronic album, is nothing but a G thing.
That year, it came out the year I was born. That's crazy.
1992.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're actually 2 years younger than me, or 3. I was born in 89.
89. Oh, you're about to make the 90 cut.
Well, shit, I'm already in the 30s, man. So my mom could have hold me. My mom could have hold me, and I was like, nah, you need to get out of here, bro. Nah, I can't hand you. And even that, she says like, I don't want to leave. So they had to push me through for 5 hours, something like that. Some wild shit. At the end of it, I was like 8 pounds or 9 pounds.
That's crazy. You're like, I'm not trying to get out of here. I'm chilling. I'm just having a good time. Eating,
basically.
Living rent free.
Yeah. That's all I asked, man. But my mom's like, nope, time for you to get the fuck out of here, bro. Yeah, and she told me, it was like, ugh, like 9 pound, 8 pound baby. I was heavy, and they had to stitch her up.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, so I ripped.
That's great.
I am the very definition of I ripped the new one.
Dang, you're crazy.
Sorry, Mom. I love you. Thank you for giving me a blessed born.
Dummy.
Shit, bro. So out of all that hip hop music, when did you actually shift it to reggaeton? Because I know your Dominican blood had to start off with that reggaeton sometime, Because I got into reggaeton too, but that was later down the road.
Yeah. No, it was definitely when I was living in the Dominican Republic. So I moved there, and I remember I didn't like reggaeton. Like when I was listening, when I was there, I was like, "What is this?" Like, like everything sounded the same.
Yeah.
So I was like, "I don't get this." And then eventually, it took me about a year to like, once you like go to school and you're hanging out with, the girls love this song. You're like, "Oh, what's this song? I gotta, get into this mix. Like what is like it? Like what's cool here? Like." And then I just started listening to it. And back then it was like Wisin, Yandel, and like the beginning, like it was like Daddy Yankee, Barrio Fino. Like, no, Wisin, Yandel did Los Extraterrestres.
Really?
Like, it was like that
you got a little bit farther. Really?
Yeah. Like that. And then who else? Joel and Randy, of course. Which are my guys. Shout out them.
Shout out to Joel and Randy. I want to get them to the show too, bro. I love Joel and Randy, man.
It's so nice.
They're great people, bro. I love those guys. I grew up in high school with those guys, Same.
Well, not in high school. I was probably a little younger.
No. I didn't went to the same school as them. I meant like I grew up listening to their music in my high school days.
Yeah.
I met them like a few times there. I met Niejo and Dalmata. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
I met like a couple of reggaeton artists without your De La Ghetto.
Yep, he was popping too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else. There's a couple.
Arcángel.
He was huge.
He was big. Especially
Tito el Bambino?
Huh?
Tito el Bambino?
Héctor y Tito. Héctor el father, and then Tito el Bambino.
Yeah, I remember. Yep. Héctor el father too. Yeah. Wow.
Yo. Bro, out straight up. You were telling me the reggaeton that I was already in high school at that time and going to college, me listening to these songs. I listened to reggaeton when Daddy Yankee was basically with Nicky Jam as a duo.
Wow.
When Daddy Yankee was Winchester. That was
what?
That was his first artist name, Winchester.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then they had his mixtape El Cartel.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, and then somehow it got transitioned to Daddy Yankee, and then that's where he got El Cangri Records.
El Cangri, yeah.
Yeah, that's where he got the elcangri.com album, and then Los Hombrones.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, I was into it. I remember Godfather from DJ Blas.
Oh, I met DJ Blas. I worked with him a couple of times. He's dope.
Yeah? Yeah. I heard that he's a dope producer to work with.
It's OG. It's like OG.
Oh, he's OG of the OGs. I mean, you tell him like, yo, where was the last time you worked with Lito and Polaco? Oh, he will give you stories about that, bro. And those are old school reggaeton rappers that I remember. That's where the times they were going against Tempo. Imagine that.
Tempo, like it would be like slower or something?
No. Tempo the rapper.
Oh, Tempo. Oh, yeah, that's right. That was the artist.
The rapper.
I'm like, wait, they were going against like Tempos? Like,
yes, because I remember at that time it was like Pina Records versus Buddha's Family. You tell, bro.
Rakim and Kenway, dang.
Oh, yeah. But Rakim and Kenway came a little bit later.
Because they were on Pina, I think, too.
Yeah, this was way before. But I know Pina Records has been one of the longest reggaeton records I can ever think of that lasted forever, because every other records, they rise and they fall, they rise and they fall. Yeah. Probably White Lion, Baby Records, WY Records, which is Wisin y Yandel Records. I don't know if they changed it. Daddy Yankee's label from Cangri Records to El Barrio Fino. I don't know if he changed it either. I don't know. I'm telling you. There are so many record labels that I see that rise and fall, because everybody is like Looney Tunes and Noriega, like the old school producers, yo. Mass Flow. Jesus, bro. Like they had the Mass Flow records, bro.
Wow.
No, bro. Damn. So I remember all those guys when I was growing up listening to that. And then I think it was like around college, when I was getting into college, is that little by little I was leaving the reggaeton style of life, of listening, because I just got fed up with it. and people are coming in left and right that are sounding the same and try to do dumb shits. And that's where EDM got introduced to my world, and I just like I want to do this. This is what I want for my life.
Wow.
But
was that through like a show? Did you go to like a specific show, or how was it that like you got like really introduced to it?
So the funny thing is, like, I got introduced to Tiesto, David Guetta, Deadmau5, Armin van Buuren, Paul Oakenfold, Paul Van Dyke. By the time I was in like sophomore year of high school, and I was still into reggaeton. I was still into reggaeton and hip hop because that's what everybody listens. You know, obviously the cool people, you know, you listen to reggaeton and you're like one of them, one not. But I was low key listening to Tiesto and all that music, you know, because at that time I didn't know what the fuck it was, but it just sounded cool. It sounded awesome. You know, Adagio of Strings, that was my first EDM song ever. Adagio of Strings. And I remember when Tiesto came to Puerto Rico and performed Adagio of Strings. I don't know, the feeling that I had in my head, I was just in another world. Because I was just like, wow, this is so majestic and shit, bro.
Bro, it was funny that when you mentioned Tiesto, I remember, I think I was a freshman in high school or something. I was going to school here in Florida. This is when I got back, I think, from the Dominican Republic.
Right.
And I remember one of my classmates, this girl, I think her name was Kristen, but she showed me this like video that she was watching her. Or I think I looked over and I was like, what are you watching? And then it was like this video of this guy just basically standing in this room. It's like dark room. And he's like, you know, it was, you know, Tiesto DJing basically. Yeah. And I forgot what show it was, but it was like a really old one. It's like find it, but like he's like surrounded by people. So he's like in the middle.
Oh, I know. I know the show. I know the club. I just don't remember the name of all of it. But I know which one you're talking. I don't know which show was it. But I know what are you talking about? I know what that one is.
I was like, what is this guy doing? Like what is happening here?
And he was in the middle, right?
Yeah. Oh, I think it's this one.
What sensation?
I think it was either Energy. No, not Energy. Concert, and it says Gelredome, 2004. It might have been that.
Yeah, it was something like around that time, you know.
Yeah, I think it might have been this one. Yeah, 2004. Arnhem. I don't know what all that is, but that's crazy.
No, it all started from that, and over the years I've been listening and following them here and there. I've been listening to songs. I think it was 2010 where I shifted my focus into more EDM because I want to explore more. Because at one point I was like, I'm fed up with listening to the same reggaeton songs over and over, you know?
Yeah.
So I want to do something different. And I remember that was the year in which I decided to explore more EDM. And I got into some EDM songs and whatnot, and, you know, remixes. I remember that's where LMFAO started to pop little by little, you know, doing some remix and popping up. Black Eyed Peas coming into the EDM trend and shit.
Yeah,
I remember that was my first year performing on a club that I played basically EDM music. I was the EDM DJ because they already got a reggaeton DJ. Yeah, they already got a hip hop DJ. They don't need that. The EDM. So they needed an EDM to get more people to come over. And I was that DJ. And they fuck with it. It's like, yo, we want you more and more. So I started with that, bro. And I remember that was the first year I went to EDC Puerto Rico, 2010. I will never forget it. My first time going to a festival. I'd never been to any music festival. It was my first time.
That was your first one, EDC?
EDC Puerto Rico, 2010.
Oh, Puerto Rico, wow.
Yeah, I will never forget about it because that was the festival in which so many fucking genres was introducing to me. Like I saw LMFAO.
Like a buffet, right?
Yeah, like literally a slap in the face. It's like this, and that. And I'm like, whoa, what is going on? That's the first time I saw Pendulum perform for the first time.
Oh, wow.
And when I saw that Pendulum, I was like, what the fuck is this? Who are these people? Oh, these are drum and bass. Like drum and bass, what the fuck is that? When they start performing, I was like, whoa, what is this? That was the year that they released the Immersion album.
Immersion?
Yeah, that's where they got the all their greatest hits like Witchcraft, Watercolor, Crush, The Island. The most notable song that everybody loves from Pendulum, The Island. Go ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba.
Yeah, the one that Skrillex remixed it.
Yeah,
probably like 2 years ago or a year ago.
Yeah, that one.
It's crazy because that's how I found out about them. I don't think I really knew about them until that remix happened, and I was like, "Oh, what the heck?
Really?
Like, these guys are dope." Yeah.
But have you heard of Knife Party?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So basically,
did they remix?
Knife Party is Pendulum.
Oh, really? I didn't know this.
Because here's the transition. Rob Swire, shout out to him. He's one of my idols. That one day I want to meet him, shake his hand, and say, let's work on something, man.
There you go. Put it out there.
Absolutely, put it out there. Rob Swire was the lead single of Pendulum. Pendulum is a drum and bass band, so they got a couple of guys in there. They got Gareth, they got KJ Swaka as the drums, and they got other guys as well. So Rob Swire and Gareth decided to do a side project called Knife Party at the time, and they derived themselves from being drum and bass, and they went straight into dubstep, completro, mid-tempo, Moomba, like heavy, gnarly stuff, electro. Like they went the hardly like bangers, you know, stuff that you'll play. And they wanted that as a side project. What they didn't realize is that it was a hit side project that they mainly focus more on now on Knife Party, you know?
That's crazy. I did not know those.
Yeah, so now that's why they're known as Knife Party, you know? And now they just any songs that comes out of them is just dope. Like the last EP that they released, the Lost Souls EP, they had like a nice dubstep song that was like, like I heard some of your old shit, it's better than this crap. But the house songs that they released, they were like, damn, that's dope. Like I can see, you know, I can see like someone like Side Piece playing some of their house songs.
Yeah.
Because it's like very housey.
Groovy.
Yeah, very groovy stuff, you know? And it's more bass-like focus, you know?
Yeah, like more like sub-bass focus.
Yeah, like yeah, they it's something like that, you know? It just it makes sense. I don't know. It was just a weird transition how they went to very bass into now housey shit, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's cool if you do whatever you want, really.
I mean, at that point, when you're at that level,
then yeah. I feel like then it wouldn't have been taken as like lightly as like now. Now it's like I feel like you're more like people are a little more like open.
Yeah, but some of the things I've really noticed is that, you know, even for people like then, you need to have a side project for you to do other stuff, you know, because if it was a Pendulum, they can never do a dubstep song as Pendulum. They can never do a completro, a Moomba, a mid-tempo, a house. Like it would never fly as the Pendulum, you know. But if you put Knife Party and you tell them we can do this, then we got something. It's weird because, you know, I see how EDM shift completely as a whole, in which before it was like how can I put this? Before let's say this. Before it was a sin for you to play other genres because you are known as this guy's genre.
Yeah.
And you're playing on other people's genre. Like, no, that's a sin.
Yeah.
Now it's much more okay. It's okay if you play this song.
As long as it's like great, like if it, you know, you can still move to it. I feel like people are just more open to that. Yeah. Like the feeling. If it still makes you feel good, like I feel like people will fuck with it regardless. I mean, obviously you do it in a smart way, not like just straight up like chill music to like straight dubstep or something. Like I don't know. It has to be like sonically. It has to be like a you know, relation or whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because most of the time you will never expect for someone like a decision to go all of a sudden play some
jazz.
Yeah, so obviously like. It's weird, but now it's
jazz step.
Yo,
bebop step.
Did you just start a trend right now? Are we going jazz step?
That'd be funny as that. That'd be kind of cool. You never know.
Bro, why not? I mean, shit. Look how many genres does dubstep have. Look how many genres does drum, bass,
Shndo
house.
step.
Like it has that chill step, you know.
Yeah, true. Chill step, I remember.
That was like one of Ricky's earlier work, you know. That
was like chill step was mainly, I think, early future bass. I feel like it was because I remember looking for this genre, and I was like, what is the name of this genre? And it was just like under chill step, and I just kept looking for chill step stuff, and then I started seeing future bass stuff, and then I was like, oh, I like future bass stuff, so. I guess it was figuring its way, like the name and stuff. Like it was like being born.
Yeah, it was at that wave that because people didn't realize what it was happening, you know, and Marshmello, Jack U, and a few other contenders, you know, contribute into it. They jump in that wave, and now because of that, look at where they are right now, you know?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you create a genre, bro, you become a trend, and everybody wants to fuck with it.
Facts. I got this crazy one I want to show you after. I'll send you something.
Absolutely. Let's go.
I don't think you haven't heard anything from me in a minute, I feel like.
No, bro. And you haven't heard anything from me either.
True. That's true. So, definitely.
So after this, we'll send each other some music, bro, and let's listen to it, all right?
Music swap.
Yeah, absolutely. But let me ask you, like, out of most of the music that you produce, which genre you really incline the most of making?
I feel like definitely future bass.
Oh shit, we just made another one. Jazz step, future step. Let's go.
Future step actually has a lyric too, but future bass, yeah, I don't know, because I guess like growing up with like a lot of like I used to listen to a lot of like Southern hip hop too, so. It was like a lot of like Lil Wayne, a lot of big timers, and like Young Jeezy or Jeezy now he's known as Jeezy. T.I. So it was like very like trap, like drums and stuff, and like you know the 808s and all that.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't know. I love doing like future bass stuff, but like just cool future bass stuff. Not like there's like boring ones, and then there's like really cool ones that are just like crazy. So I always try to. I don't know. I see myself always doing that, and then just like crazy stuff, because I used to always just like I don't know, make weird stuff and just try to combine different genre, like and just like implement different genres into like my beat or whatever, however I could. Sometimes it would just sound like crazy, like mush, but I would just always play around and just see what comes out. I don't know. I always stay creative with it.
No, I do remember your earlier work when you got into that future.
Really weird, right?
It was weird for me but I had to step back as a consumer and listen your music as an engineer, as a producer. It's like, okay, let me see the angle that he was going to. And I have to say, it's actually an amazing angle because it's not the usual shit that I listen to all the time.
Yeah, I was just trying to do something different. Like something like not even just to be different. I just wanted to like, because that's how you like come up with something cool and fresh. Like you just throw shit at the wall and you just like whatever, like, you know, and then later on I'll clean it up. And then that's how I was looking at it, like as a marathon kind of a thing. Like let me just go crazy, whatever, do whatever. And then, you know, little by little I'll start, you know, sharpening, the sword, my sword, basically.
Right.
A little anime over here.
Yeah.
Like I'm just, you know, I'll detail everything later, like as I go, as I make these mistakes, you know, or mistakes. If you want to call them mistakes, just, you know, being creative.
No, I agree, bro. And it's the perfect way to do it, bro, because
it's like recess. You're just like, woohoo.
Yeah, exactly.
And you learn, you fall down if you do this weird thing, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Okay, I won't do that anymore. You just gotta,
just pick it up and do what you gotta do, man. I mean, if you stand back, how do you think most of these trend songs started off? It was mostly by accident. It was because like I was just fucking around and all of a sudden it sounds good. Yeah. Shit, let me apply it.
Exactly. That's how Peaches came together. I was like,
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because many of these people who are listening to the Lone Wolf don't know who you really are. So I'm going to give you a little brief introduction to what this guy is. This guy is an amazing producer. He fucks around with certain genres in which you might say it's weird. It's like weird, really. Like, I don't know if I fuck with it, but it's really good. It's certain genres that you would normally not listen to. And this guy is an talented person. Like, you can say that this is like the second coming of if I say that Ricky is the next Skrillex, this guy is the next Marshmello in a way. Basically, because his style of music is just amazing, bro, and he's on point. And I'm saying all this because I've seen him for when he started it to where he is right now. Where he is right now currently, you guys are looking at the producer for Justin Bieber's #1 hit single, Peaches. That's right.
NANI?
Make some noise, all right? Let's check the beats. Gunshots. Ow.
Dang. It's like, where are these gunshots coming from?
Oh, don't worry about it. When you listen to the show, when you listen to the episode, you're going to hear all the sound effects, bro.
Are they blanks? Hopefully they're blanks.
Oh, yeah, they're blanks. They're blanks. You know? Like Nerf days, you know?
Yo, the Nerf guns now are crazy. But anyways, yeah, Peaches. That's how Peaches, like, so it basically came together when I was staying at Pooh Bear's penthouse in LA. I didn't even have a place at the time in LA yet. So I was just I was like staying at Pooh Bear's place and I was staying at my friend Sasha's place. I was just bouncing around, really, you know how it is. It's like the lifestyle. It's like an upcoming artist, producer, songwriter.
The struggling artist routine.
Yeah,
you know?
just like sleeping on floors in studios and stuff, like all that. But yeah, I was staying at Pooh's and this one morning, and I remember like working on the song. It was just like an idea I was like working on. And I remember taking a break from it because, like, you know how you get ear fatigue after you're like blasting this music in your headphones for like 2-3 hours. You're like, okay, I need to step back for a second. So I did that, and I went on my phone and I went on Instagram, and like the first or like second post was Justin playing a piano and singing the hook to what we know as Peaches, and it was really slow. I remember I loved the idea, like and what he was saying. Like, I get my light right from the source, and then. I loved it. So I was like, I'm going to screen record this. And then since I'm in this circle, like I know Pooh Bear, I know Harp, I know all these like people around Justin.
Right.
Maybe I could do like a little idea around this and like do some drums to it. And then so I did that. I put it in my Ableton and then I sped it up a little bit. And like, I had to kind of like warp it a lot because it was live. So then it was like slow. So I had to warp it to like, I think it was 90 BPM.
Okay.
And so it was a little more groovy. I remember trying like 95 and it was like too fast. It's like, you know, when you're like trying to find that right tempo, and then 90 was like the one. So I did that, did the drums. I pretended I was like a drummer. I was like thinking like as a drummer. So I was like, I'm going to make it like super laid back, like some beachy, funky kind of stuff. And then I bounced it as Peaches. And I put like Shndo Rough Idea. And then I texted over to Pooh Bear and I texted over to Harv just to see, you know, hey, like guys, I don't know, maybe we could do something with this. And then I was thinking Harv could add like some bass or like some guitar or whatever he hears.
Yeah.
And he did that. He was like, this is dope. And then he added the bass and the guitar. He sent it over to me and mixed it a little bit better. And then eventually we got in the studio to like really like produce it out. Because then Justin actually recut the vocals because he loved it so much. So that's how it just snowballed from there.
That's wild.
It's crazy. And that was just off of like, well, let me just try something real fast. Like maybe we can get this. Like I was just trying to make the album low key because I didn't know what he was making at the time. And I was supposed to be on Changes, the last album. Yeah. But I didn't make it. Like I didn't make the cut. So I was like, dang. I was like bummed. And then Pooh Bear was like, oh, you're gonna get on the next album. Like this is the pop album. I was like, all right. And then but we were doing a bunch of songs too, but I didn't really hear back from any of those. And I was like starting to get like worried. And I was like, oh man, I really don't like I wanna make sure I'm on this new album. I don't want to miss out again because you never know when he's gonna put out a new album again.
Right.
You know? So it was just like, I need to like think outside of the box. Like, let me do something like out of the ordinary. Maybe it'll work, maybe not. And boy, it worked.
Bro, boy, did it work, bro.
Boy, did it work.
Like, that's some wild way how it went from...
You didn't know it at all? Did Cheryl like tell you or not?
I never knew about the story behind this. No. All I know from what Cheryl told me was that, but shout out to you, Cheryl. I don't know if we already did it or not.
Shout out, Shay.
Hey. I'm gonna get her to this show too.
I know. She's like, oh, I'm nervous. I'm like, no, don't be nervous. You're fine.
I told her, it's like, Cheryl, don't worry. The whole time, I'm just gonna put your company logo and that's it. Nobody's gonna see you. You don't need to
be like censored.
Yes.
Just junkyard. It'll just be like covered.
Yeah, basically. Like, don't worry. Nobody's gonna see you. Okay, they're just gonna hear your voice. That's all. So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm getting everybody here. So, but anyways, yeah, Cheryl basically told me the story, but she didn't tell me like the whole story. Like that you actually were just in LA chilling and you decided to look at an Instagram. I don't know if she did tell me or not, but it was something very brief. And she was telling me like a whole bunch of other stories that you were going into it, and I was like, wow, bro, like that's wild. Like from being watching Instagrams and shit, looking for inspiration, all of a sudden, the number one song in the country.
In the world at one point.
Oh, it was number one in the world?
Yeah, at one point, yeah.
Fuck that. Number one song in the fucking world, bro.
In the world, man.
Bro, how do you feel from that, bro? Like, isn't that insane that your
surreal
song that you produced out of just at a random day, all of a sudden, everybody September in the world 7th. Plays it, listens to it. Like, what's that feeling?
It's surreal, crazy, like overwhelming. Like, what the, like, it's insane, dude.
Were you expecting that it was gonna be a hit song? Did you ever feel like, this is gonna be the song?
I was just like, okay, this is gonna be a cool song, like that's just gonna make it. I was like, cool. I'm happy with that. Like, and then it just took off. So I was like, well, I'm happy with that too.
Were you aware when it took off?
Well, it was when the Tiny Desk came out, that performance. It was like maybe 3 days before the actual music video and song was released. Plus the album came out the same day as like the single, yeah. Right. So, and that's called the lead single, I guess. I didn't even know that. Me and Cheryl were like, what's the lead single? Like, what? But yeah, they released the performance on Tiny Desk of Peaches, and then I guess it got a lot of people like hyped for it. And then when it came out, since it was like, that was like more of the acoustic version, like slow down. And then when it came out, it was like this, it was like more like funky. Yeah. And then that video was like everything too. Like shout out Colin. He's amazing. Like Colin Tilley. Yeah. Incredible music video director. He actually, yeah. It's crazy. Dude.
That's dope. So you never knew it was gonna be the number one. That's the song that they're gonna push from that album.
Well, I knew that. I knew that they were gonna, like, because I remember Harv told me, he's like, oh, they're thinking about making it a lead single, and I just really don't like. I don't expect things to happen. I kind of just like, all right, cool. Like, let me just sit back. I just kind of work and do my best, and then not expect anything to like be crazy. I don't know. And then usually that's when things kind of happen when you don't expect.
It's very funny that you say that, because most of these stories happens like that when you really least expect it. When you expect like nothing's happening. I mean, that's how most of my jobs that I had was when I least expected it. And when I met some certain artists, it was when I least expected. It's like I never thought I was gonna meet this person. Like I didn't know that my song was gonna get released on this certain label. Like I didn't know that. I was just shooting the guns. I was already like, my expectations were already too low.
Yeah, it's just like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Keep it moving.
That's very cool to say, and it's good that you're saying it, because I want people to know that, like, guys, like, you can't expect much, because it may not happen. So you can't have always the expectations like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a hit song, this is gonna be the banger, this is gonna be this, that, because then you'll be shooting yourself for failure.
Exactly. I feel like hit songs too. Like, if you chase them, they run away from you.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how it is. They're like like those rare Pokemons, the Entei and all those stuff, like the Raikus. It's like when you try to like chase them and they run away from you.
And you're like, God damn it!
Like damn, gotta go and fly to Pallet Town.
Yeah, and then come back and forth.
That's the old one.
Oh, New Bark.
Yeah,
that one.
Dude, I want to play it now.
That'll be dope.
I want to buy like a new, like, or not a new one, maybe like a SP. The SP, right? You could play Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, I think the Switch now allows you to play the old.
Really?
I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. That you can play the OGs. The OGs. Like, check that out.
Wait, is there, first of all, before I've been holding off on getting a Nintendo Switch because I'm like, I want to wait till the new one comes out. Because I feel like there's a new one that's like right on the brink of like.
Yeah, it's gonna have like 4K support, some shit like that.
That's all it is, just more like spec stuff.
Yeah, basically that's all what it's gonna be. The new
Whatever,
Switch.
I'll just wait for it. I might as well. It's probably this year, maybe.
Yeah, they haven't announced it yet. They haven't said any of it. I do know that the new Pokemon, they're making a remake of Diamond and Pearl this year.
Bro, I need to catch up to those. Like, I stopped at what was it? Emerald, I think.
Well, after Emerald comes Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah,
and they say that Diamond and Pearl was considered to be the best generation Pokemon ever made.
Diamond and Pearl, really?
Yeah, they say that's like, if you ask Pokemon fans, like any Pokemon fan that plays the games, they'll ask you, oh yeah, Diamond and Pearl is the best ones. Like, those are the best of the best. They say like Gold and Silver, yes, because you got Johto and Kanto, like you could play all the 8 batches from the previous one. So obviously,
yeah,
people didn't like much Ruby and Sapphire, even though I liked it, I enjoy it.
I love it. I love Emerald because you get both.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. And Rayquaza too.
Oh, bro.
Rayquaza.
That's the shit right there. That's the big shit, you know?
That's so cool.
I think my favorite of the Emerald was Sceptile.
Sceptile?
The grass one, one of the starters.
Oh, wait, how do you spell it?
Sceptile. S.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know. Yep.
Yeah.
He has like those like star kind of hand things. Or not stars.
No, that's Blaziken.
Oh, I love Blaziken. I would always get
fire.
What's his first
it's Trico, Torchic.
Not Cynical.
No, Torchic.
Torchic. Cynical is the other one.
Trico's the grass, Torchic is the fire, and then Mudkip the water.
Mudkip, yeah.
I got Torchic when I got Ruby, and I was like, I like more Charizard.
Yeah, Charizard is because at the time you were expecting it to be like a Charizard, so you're like, oh, yeah,
Charizard. Once you put Charizard, like I expect every fucking fire Pokemon to be like you need to be this level of design and type. Like this is what I expected. You set the expectations too high for me. Like, yeah, I want a fucking Charizard level like that. Blaziken was probably like, okay, I like Typhlosion. It was good, you know, but I just like
Typhlosion was cool.
Yeah.
I think I like Typhlosion more than Blaziken for sure.
No, yeah, I definitely love Typhlosion more.
Cool looking.
But out of that one, after Blaziken, I was like, man, I don't want to have Blaziken and Charizard. I want to diversify my team. So I decided to go with, all right, Sapphire, I'm gonna go with Sceptile. And I went with Sceptile, you know, with Trico. I've always evolved to Sceptile. And it was dope. And I had a nice team because I got grass, water, fire, steel, dragon, ghost. I was like,
ready to go.
I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready for war.
Ready for war, bro. Let's go. And Emerald, I just like, all right, I'll go again with Trico. So it worked wonders. I like Trico, you know?
Yeah, that's fun, man. I can't wait to play again. Maybe I'll just get like the VBA for now on the laptop.
Oh, yeah.
The virtual one.
You know, what was before the Switch? The 3DS, right?
Yeah. Yep.
The 3DS for sure. You can get red and blue and gold and silver, the originals.
To work on there.
And I think you can also get Ruby and Sapphire in the 3DS.
I think my nephew still has his, so I'm gonna be like, yo, what's up, bro? Let me get that.
Yo, you know, like it's collecting dust.
Yeah, you know? I mean, I know they don't use it for a fact for sure.
Like send it over. Like come over here. I got you.
I have. Well, I don't know if Crystal's gonna work. Crystal was another amazing one I loved.
Crystal was actually pretty dope. That's the first time they
Suicune.
Yeah, Suicune. That's the first time for the first time ever, Pokemon made it more appealing for both genders. Because that's when you choose to be either male or female. They didn't have that red, blue, yellow, or gold and silver.
Yep, that's true. Dang.
And then since then, every other Pokemon, choose your gender.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was pretty dope. Sure. Wow.
That's fun.
Gotta catch them all, bro. Gotta catch them all. That's how we roll, bro. Shit. But yeah, you should. I actually was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, whenever you get a free chance or free time, you should play some of the games. But my main question was, how's your schedule looking? Like, do you actually get any, free time or such or whatnot?
Right now, I mean, I'm kind of like, not really. Like, I'll try to squeeze in like here and there. I'll like try to just, some break time, because you need to obviously give your mind a break too. Mm-hmm. If you're going like at 1,000 all the time, you're just gonna, crash, burn, shit. So
right.
I'll work, and then I'll do like, because I'm doing a lot of interviews and stuff now. So I usually have to do like either an interview or the other one's the Q&A interviews. So I'll be doing those, and then obviously Instagram and stuff. And like I did a photo shoot not too long ago. I need to definitely get another photo shoot in for sure. Just to have like pictures ready for like people that whenever they're asking for like photos and stuff.
Right.
It's definitely getting a little hectic for sure, but it's amazing. It's great. Like, it's a good problem to have.
So let me ask you. So because I know over the years you've worked with multiple talented artists.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've worked before with. Have you worked with the Marleys, right?
I worked with Steven, and I worked with his son. Or his sons, Joe and Johan, for a little bit. Yeah.
And you worked with Joel Randy and with Cardi B as well, right?
Yeah. Yep. The song. Actually, me and Ricky produced this one song. It's not out yet, but it's fire. Like, we want it to come out. Like, it's lit. And then Cardi was through our guy Lex.
Yeah, Lex.
He put us like all like together and stuff. I remember being in like the hotel. It was me, Ricky, or Nitty Gritty, and Cardi B, like at the time, like in the studio. Me and Ricky were just like working on the laptop, like on the desk, like at the hotel. Like, I remember Cardi B like walking through, like barefoot, just like walking, like this little short little Dominican lady just walking out.
Right.
I was like, who is this person? And then it was like probably like a year later, not even like a year later, probably like a couple months later, she came out with her. What was that one song? It was like right before Bodak Yellow.
Shit.
It was like, that got her kind of like bubbling, and then Bodak came out after, and then she's like gone from there.
Damn.
So it was crazy to see like that right before it happened. It's just crazy.
So like, did the Peaches song, did it open your more doors, or was it when you started working before, like with the Cardi B's, the Joel Randys, and the Marleys?
Those stuff, it helped too, like just working with them as well, for sure. It definitely, it makes you, or it gives you a certain, a stamp of like, okay, this guy, he knows what he's doing. He's working with these people, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, with Peaches now, it's like, I'm getting verified on Instagram. Let's go.
Let's go. Baby. Let's go.
Like, it definitely helps, because then people actually notice you. It's like, okay. Mm-hmm. And then now I can, people have been reaching out to me to send me like melodies or ideas. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Like, let's run it. And then like, even if people are hearing this right now, if you have like melodies or ideas, like Shndo loops at gmail.com, I'm like, I'm ready. I'm open. Like, I'm always open to hear like what people have to. And, you never know where another hit can come from. It can come from someone sending a random thing. I don't know.
I mean, I agree. Like, you never thought
I want to help other people too come up as well.
That's what's up, bro. That's very admirable, man. Not many people do that, bro. Not many people do that. Like, it's very cool that people like us, we try to help the next people to come up and, like, hey, check it out. No, you got this, Not many producers that are out in the field that are in the same level as us or higher don't do that, because I feel like it's something that I mentioned before to Nitty. It's like that sense of competition.
Yeah.
Like they feel like, oh, if I help this guy could be better than me. It's insecurity. Yeah, because they feel like, oh, this guy's could be like, then he could take my spot any given time, and this guy can.
That's the loser mentality right there.
But unfortunately, that's what we deal on a daily basis too. You know, we deal with these people that, you know, they're comfortable where they at, and then somebody comes up and they feel like threatened.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Like, what's the why you gotta feel like that? Like, I'm just here to, you know, to have fun and work with people. That's it. We work as a team, you know, community shit. You know, we look out for each other. We're not in it to take your spot. Like, no, because again, guys, we need to look out for each other. Absolutely. Because the industry itself is not a nice industry.
No, it's definitely not. I'll tell you that from experience, like recent experience.
Please tell me a little bit.
We won't get into that right now, though.
Okay. Let's move on with that.
Off air.
All right. Fair enough. Let's just say, in my perspective, the music industry is pretty ugly, you know?
For sure.
And I've been saying this for as long as I can remember. I mean, we know each other, bro. Like, you've seen all the shit I had to deal with just to be where I am, you know?
For sure.
Like, it's... And I talked about this all the time in the podcast. Like, guys, don't ever believe that the music industry is in it for you, because no, it's very ugly. And they try to do anything in their power to tear you down, bro. Like, most of the time, I'm not saying every label. I'm not saying all the labels. No, majority of some labels, they're in it for themselves, you know?
Absolutely. Just move, you know, have your team move real, you know, silent. Like, I've been moving like a ninja low key, like the past couple years.
Straight up.
Put your head down, work with, you know, select people that you really trust, and grow with them, you know, and then it kind of just, I feel like those people introduce you to some other people that are really close to them, and you trust them. So it just kind of keeps going from there. Snowballs.
I agree.
Domino effect.
Yeah, basically. I mean, at the end of the day, I will always want to work with somebody that's down to work with, you know, that's cool. I feel the good positive vibes, you know, they're hype. Like, I'm hype. Like, all right, let's go. Let's do that. Let's wreck shit up, bro. Let's go. Wreck a beat. I'm telling you, once you listen to the version, right?
You're gonna throw it on there.
Oh, I'm throwing a lot of sound effects. Like, no, in regards to labels, because I remember at a certain time that we've talked before, and Cheryl mentioned this to us, you know, about record labels. We're trying to sign you and Ricky, you know. Would you rather go as an independent producer and release music on various labels, or would you sign exclusively to a label?
Independent, for sure.
Why is that?
I just don't see the, unless they're putting like a hell of a bag or something behind it. That could come later, you know, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. Time will tell. But like, for now, like, I'm chilling. Like, I mean, I have a pub deal with Pure Music, which, you know, is it's visual music, and it's under Pure. Visual is Pooh Bear's publishing company.
Okay.
So I have a deal with him, and that I'm chilling. Like, I don't have to be like on a label or anything right now. Like, obviously, you know, when my music comes out and stuff, I definitely want to release them under, you know, different labels, because I want to do different styles too. So it's like that way they fit in different worlds. You know?
That's the best way to do it, bro.
I think so.
I mean, there's the way I always want to release music on various levels or one label. If they fuck with me, I like, and I fuck with them, I like, we have a good relationship, I'll release all my music with you guys. You guys are the only ones that treat me right, you know? I always look for the singles and EPs deal. I will never look for a 360 deal on any given label.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
It you know, like, no, like, it's funny, bro, because many people have telling me, it's like, you know, like, oh, you know, when I make it is when I'm signed to a label and shit like that. It's like, no, bro, like, you didn't, just because you're signed to a label doesn't mean you made it. And another thing, you need to, I don't know if you read contracts. I know I read contracts. I know you read contracts.
Yeah.
Some of these people don't read contracts, and they end up getting screwed over. And then when you
definitely having good legal too is very, very vital.
Yes, very vital. For
and
sure.
Then, like, I'll definitely read it. I probably won't read it as detailed as like my lawyer, but I'll just, you know, I'll read the majority of it, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, this sounds like it makes sense. Okay. Yeah. And then I trust, you know, Brianna and Alexis, my lawyers.
Right. Yeah, no, like, I'm saying it because, again, I see so many people that they get screwed over with these 360 deals and then didn't realize like, oh shit, I owe money to the label? How? I got free platinum plaques. Like, what's going on? Like, I made all that money to the label. It's like, no, buddy. That's not how it works, bro. First of all, the label gives you a loan. That loan, you gotta give that back plus interest, you know? It's like, what loans? Like, you know, the $10 million that they say they gave you in advance, you know, that you say, here's your money. It's like, oh, I thought that was for me. I was like, no, dude. How do you think labels make money? Oh, they're just giving away $10 million just because? Just like, hey, here's 10 million. Go get yourself a number one hit song. Like, dude, what? Where do you come up with that? Like, if that's the case, then the music industry is broke as shit. Because then they'll be giving $10 million for everybody, you know?
Facts. And that's like hella high. Like, you gotta be popping it get that much. Like, no.
right. I put 10 million as an example, but there's like from 20 G's to up to millions and millions, depending on. And one thing I always say to people, and I made a whole episode about this, like a couple of episodes back, like not so long ago. I think it was, like 52 or 53 or something like that. I said very clearly, guys, look at the contracts. You got contract A that tells you, hey, we're giving you $10 million and you do your thing. All right, cool. You got contract B that tells you we're giving you 20 G's, but we're going to guarantee that you're going to be the hottest artist, rapper, or whatever in the couple months, and your song's going to be number one and shit. We're guaranteeing you that. Which one are you going to take? You're going to take the 20 G's deal. Why? Because they give you a guarantee that they're gonna push your song, you're gonna push your career, they're gonna push everything from you, and you're gonna be number one or all around. Even if it's for a month or 2 months or less, or let's 3 weeks, you're number one. They gave that guarantee by giving you those 20 G's. Here, 20 G's, use that to engineer, producer time, studio time, like music time. Video. Bro, music video costs money.
Oh, sure.
Marketing, like photo shoots and shit and whatnot. Like they gave the guarantee that you're gonna be the hottest shit, and within a month or so, you give that 20 G's back already. So you don't owe nothing to the label, and everything else is just getting royalty checks. Versus the $10 million song, they say they're giving you a lot of money for that song. But then they didn't say they're guaranteeing that you're gonna be the hit song, or they're gonna push it, they're gonna market it, or any of that shit.
Yeah, they're just they're taking a shot.
They're just taking a shot at that point, you know. So always go to whichever is the most convenient for you for the long run. Always play the long run, guys. Always play the long run.
It's a marathon.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. How many times have you and me come over to my place and we talk about all this type of stuff, and you feel like, hey man, you're not getting there, and I keep telling you, like, no, dude, you're there. Like, you already work with this guy, you're already with Pooh Bear, you're with Skrillex, you're with this and that. Like, you're there. You just, little by little, you're getting there. You're just getting there. It's just a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, and just keep pushing through, and boom, you're gonna make it, man.
Yo, did I tell you I met Skrillex in Japan?
I think you did. I think you did. I don't remember. But you were in Japan, right?
It was an epic. Yeah, it was for Pooh Bear's his birthday. I think it was his 30th birthday.
And you just flied over to Japan just because?
Man, Pooh Bear flew me over, man. He put me on the plane. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Nani?
Yeah, Nani. You should definitely put that on like the screen, like Nani.
Well, I can't
like,
put it on the screen, but the sound, the sound, I have that sound. I put it on the nitty one. Yeah, this is the Nani.
お前はもう死んでいる。
So this was 2019. Just 2 years ago now.
Wow.
And yeah, I remember he flew me out, and it was an 11-hour flight from LAX to Haneda, Tokyo. Yeah, that was the longest flight I've ever been on too. But it wasn't even bad. Like, I feel like that airplane is so big. Like, I've never been in an airplane that big. Where it was like 3 rows.
Oh.
Like, I've never been in that size, so it felt like you're in a building in the sky, and like you can't really feel the bumps unless they're like really, really big ones. But we didn't really get those. It was just like barely feel. I'm walking around like slippers. They give you like slippers so you can go to the bathroom, and it was just like dope. And then like landing there, I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like I'm in Japan. Like what?
Dude,
all the animes I watched and now I'm here.
tell me, talk to me about this, bro. What was the feeling, the fact that you're going to the land where mangas and animes come from, bro?
Pokemon, freaking everything, like
Dragon Ball, bro.
Yeah.
Like you get your Naruto,
epic.
like all anything from Shonen Jump, you get it from there. Like
yeah, they have so many like different like in the airport, the gift shops. I have like I remember I bought me and my nephew One Piece like little thing. I think it's in LA actually. Dang, it was what's it called? It's little dolls. You know how like they make the little cute little dolls and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got him some, and then it was a Zoro from One Piece I got for my nephew.
Oh, you got Zoro.
Yeah, because actually I got Zoro. Sorry, and then
you got Luffy too.
Yeah, Luffy I gave it to my nephew.
Okay.
Yeah, or maybe I got both. No, I definitely got Zoro. But yeah, no. So yeah, I met Skrillex. It was at a club, and I forgot the name of the club. It was in Tokyo, and I remember like it was Pooh Bear was there. They were like, "Oh, happy birthday, Pooh Bear!" And then like you just see Skrillex walking in. It's kind of you just see his because he's like short as heck too. I forgot how short he was.
Yeah,
that's funny. But yeah, I met him there, and it was crazy. Like it was crazy to meet Skrillex in Japan. Like out of all places in the world, like this is where I'm meeting this guy. Like it was epic. No, but he's super cool. Definitely want to work with him eventually. One of these days.
I mean,
somehow.
Why not? I mean, wasn't he working on the Bieber album? Didn't he work there with Virtual Riot?
Yeah, he did. I think him and Virtual Riot did the chords on Too Much, I think. And then he also produced Somebody with Harv as well. I think that was the only two. But yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like his drums, like I remember always hearing like unreleased stuff, like with Pooh Bear and stuff, like he would play it. And I'd be like, damn, I need to get better. And then low-key like that like he definitely like just raised the bar like for my drums too. Right. Like I'm a really big fan of his drums and like his bass, obviously. And like hearing all that like before anybody like has ever heard this is like crazy. So I'm like, oh wow. I get like the insider like I know like what I need to do to kind of know what I need to do to get to this level.
Yeah.
Like, since I'm exposed to it now and shit. So I don't know. Shout out Skrillex for raising my standards in my production. Always.
So hold on. Did you do anything in Japan when you got there, or it was just more straight to see Pooh Bear and that's it?
No, it was just really we were just chilled, and Pooh Bear had it was like this tour. It was like a tour kind of thing. So they're kind of showing us around like Tokyo, and we went to a couple of places. Do you remember the Kill Bill scene? Have you seen Kill Bill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, come on.
Kill Bill. So like when they're fighting in that one place and there's like blood everywhere.
Yeah.
It's actually a restaurant, and we were there. We were eating like, and I'll send you a picture of it. It's crazy.
That's the actual restaurant for the Kill Bill.
It's an actual restaurant. Yeah. Like so, we were on the second floor. You know how I was like.
Yeah, it has like 2 floors. Yeah.
Yeah. So the place that we were eating at was on the 3rd floor. There's actually another floor on top of it, but you can't see it from the inside. You'd like go around or whatever, and then we came down, and then we took a right, and we were like. And then the guy was telling us, "Oh, this is where they did Kill Bill, like right here." And I was like, "Oh wow, it looks like it's crazy." Like, and then you just see people downstairs, they're just like eating. I was like, "What the heck is it?" And then where else did we go? We went to I forgot what it was called. It's like the 1,001 Soldiers. It's in Kyoto. 1,001
Kyoto, where Kenshin and Makoto Shishio battle.
I think that's what it was called. Yeah, Kenshin. Is it called?
For people who don't know what I just said, it's a Rurouni Kenshin reference from the anime show. So,
wait, what'd you say? Because it's called Sanju Sangendo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm probably butchering it.
I'm not gonna even bother either. But I just know that Kyoto was the place where Kenshin and Shishio took their final stand.
Oh,
I mean, do you remember the series or no?
Wait,
Rurouni Kenshin, the show, the anime series.
I don't think I've seen this one. Bro, I've been catching up over here. I'm like on Death Note right now. I need to watch Black Clover. I need to watch so many.
I was actually gonna ask you, like, where are you? Where are you in the anime world? Like, what have you caught up, or what haven't you watched in a while?
One Piece has taken a lot of my life, like life span, with the 940 episodes that I'm on,
bro.
I think I'm like 950 something. So yeah, my nephew got me onto it, and then I was like, it took me a minute. He was like, bro, just like give time. I'm like, oh my god, like, and just knowing that it has so many episodes, I'm like, oh, it's like embarking on this like journey.
Oh, bro, it's
like once you start it, it's amazing. I love it.
I see bits and pieces around there, you know, like
it gets crazy.
No, it gets crazy. I know. It's just like, golly, like if I would have started. No, I remember when I started watching One Piece back then, but I gave up because at one point I was just bored. I was like,
yeah,
and I just kept on with Naruto and kept on with Bleach and
Naruto Shippuden. Yeah, Bleach
yeah, like
I heard they're doing a new Bleach.
The last season this year, the 1,000 arc, the 1,000-year war arc. This is like like they did with Fairy Tail, the final season. This is gonna be their final season too. Like this is how. They're gonna show how Bleach ended in the manga because I read the manga too.
Oh, I didn't read it. No, damn.
No, don't tell me shit. So but you already watched Bleach before, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, so you're already caught up with Bleach.
Yeah. I definitely want to rewatch it though because I just love that show too.
I love that show. My favorite voice actor, Johnny Young Bush, that's Ichigo Kurosaki's voice actor. I met him, bro. I got a picture of it. I had to send you the picture though. Oh yeah, wait a minute. I remember it. It was that one time in which I texted you. It's like, yo, the Anime Expo.
Yeah, I remember you did tell me about that.
Yeah, I was telling you, it's like, yo, you want to swim by? Let's go. This guy's coming over.
Dang, I think I was doing something. I would have definitely went.
Yeah.
I probably was doing, I don't know, maybe going to LA or something.
Something. I know you were busy, but it was at that expo with Steve Bloom, who does the voice of Tom from Toonami, like Cowboy Bebop, Spike, Samurai Champloo, Orochimaru. That same voice actor was there. Tommy from the Green Ranger, the original Green Ranger. Johnny John Bush. I mean, Ichigo, from Ichigo to Nero from Devil May Cry to Lelouch to Sasori. To Vash the Stampede from Trigon.
But wait, Sasori, that was from Naruto. Right? Yeah,
Sasori of the Red Sand, yeah.
It's funny. It's funny. I just got a Sand Demon shirt. I'll show it to you. Actually, I have it on my phone.
Oh,
it looks epic.
Absolutely, bro.
I don't know if you can see it through here.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Damn, that looks dope.
It's so far. It's like a vintage one, so it's like from 2002.
Damn,
I love vintage stuff.
That's what's up, bro. Do you do any sort of collections?
No, not yet. I feel like I'll probably start now. I just like from the past like couple of years, I just been pouring everything into just music and like how am I gonna figure out a way to give myself a foundation with this and like really be able to be okay and not like be sleeping in like studio floors and stuff. So
right.
Like I remember when I decided I was gonna do this, like I was working at Adidas Originals at Aventura Mall, and I remember this one day I had like a crazy gut feeling, and I was like, no, I gotta get out of here, like right now, like I need to start going, like time is precious. I gotta like move, and then from there, that's when it kind of went. I just kind of took it. But I digress. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought.
No, that was good. So let me ask you. So, how does your family feel about what you're doing right now?
Now they believe it. They believe in it now.
So before they were against it, or they were like,
They were for sure. My mom would definitely. She was a believer in it because my dad and my dad's side of the family not so much, and that was kind of heartbreaking. But you just you have to do what's what is right for your that's all it is. You just move from there.
I agree, bro. It's like as long as you got that one supporter, man. Hey, man, that's all it takes. Just keep push through. And
obviously I have friends too that support too. But like when it's like family, it's like your dad and he's talking down. Like what you're doing. You're like, dude, you don't understand. Like I'm fire. Like I'm so fire, but you don't really see that because you're not in this world. You don't know it.
That's the thing, bro. It's like our parents are not in that world that we live. Like they don't understand, you know. They have that old mentality of, you know, like work and get paid for it. You know, if you do things for free, then it's not really working. And what are you doing with your life? And this is not gonna work. This is not gonna get you. Like my mom. My mom's very supportive with my career, with my decisions, with my hobbies and everything. My dad was more of that save money. Why are you spending money? Why do you need this? Like, why do you need this? Why do you need that? Like, where's this gonna take you? I don't see any investment returning back. Where's the money? You're never gonna make it. Like, I don't know if this is gonna be the truth. You should take this. You should take this route. Like, yeah, no, it's hard, bro. Like, even when I, you know, it was hard for them to believe that I'm actually DJing at a festival, on a sold out festival in a sense, you know? And when I showed them, like, this is what I do, guys. And they were like, oh, okay. And then my dad is like, how much did they pay you? It's like, well, I mean, they didn't pay me this one. They're going to pay me on the next one. It's like, oh, well, then why you should have taken that. You should get paid $1,000 for that. Because if that's what they want, I'm like, that it doesn't work like that.
Opportunities. They just want to see too, you know, it's all show and prove until a certain point. Then you start, you know, you kind of make the money later.
I agree, man. And that's why I decided to start to, you know, not reset myself, but more like stand back. Like, what is it that I really want to do with my life when it comes to with this industry, you know? Like, is it DJing what I want to do? Like, DJing at a certain point, I'm tired of DJing, you know, because I see as a short term. Producing music, as much as I like it, I saw it as a short term too, because like, you know, like how long is this gonna take me? Like how far is this gonna take me? So I need to stand back. I was like, what really do I want with my life? You know?
Yeah. Especially last year. Last year was like a lot of like, you know, it made everybody take a breather and really step back and look at like, what do I really want? What does my heart really want?
Yeah. And because of last year, it's what propelled me to get into this show, to this podcast that I'm into. And since then, I've been super happy and super focused, super invested, super like in on it. Like I want this shit to be like the next Joe Rogan shit.
Get it, man.
That's what I want, bro. And I've never felt this sensation since I started DJing or since I started making music, bro. Like I want my show to be like, I want to be in the talks in the EDM world. I want to be in the talks in the entertainment industry, you know? Like I want people to know, like I built this from the ground up. I'm going to make this shit the next hardest shit ever. Mark my words, bro. Because this is the one that I'm going to push the hardest to make it through, bro.
Get it, man.
Absolutely.
Proud of you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm proud of you as well. Like, congratulations on having the #1 song in the fucking world. That's a bigger accomplishment than what I'm doing right now.
Nah, bitch. I don't look at that.
Take like a piece of it. Like you take a plaque or something. Don't they give you that stuff?
Yeah, for sure. That'll come later. I don't make music for all these things, but like I said, I'll take them. Like for giving them.
That's what's
like
up,
it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. It's just more, you know, it's more inspiration to work on more like just cool stuff, more new music. You know, work with more people, more amazing talent.
Yeah, bro. Just push it through. So, are you thinking of staying in LA, like living in there, or are you thinking of living here and continuing with your music? Like, what's the plans?
I definitely want to have a place in LA still because I'm always there and like working and stuff. So I'm thinking of just probably having a little spot there just to crash or whatever. And then I could just run around the studios and then have a place here, like somewhere in Florida, South Florida. So I could just like have a place here because I love Florida. Florida's my hometown.
Shout out. Yeah. Florida's the Florida. Bro. You know?
Yes, sir.
Now, let me ask you.
954.
I'm 787.
954, 305, 786, 754. All those.
I'm 787 from Puerto Rico, so like I'm with that.
Wait, is 786? Is that somewhere here? Or is
786 is somewhere here in Florida too, which is coincidence. It's like, oh, okay, 787 Florida and Puerto Rico. It's like, yay,
it's like one number off.
We made it. Yes, we're almost there. Let me ask you like a few more questions that we can wrap this up, man.
All right.
Now, something that I did ask Nitty and a bunch of other producers on this question, and it's a very easy one. There's this term called writer's block. I'm pretty sure you've heard about this.
Absolutely.
Now, when you get that sensation of writer's block, should you go out and do other shit or participate in hobbies or party or hang out with your friends or whatnot, or should you stay and produce and work throughout the writer's block, or you don't believe in writer's block? What's your take on it?
I feel like at one point I did believe in it, and I feel like at the end of the day, it's a mental like thing that just like I feel like whoever made up like that term writer's block, like it just kind of stuck with people, and then it just kind of passed down to like different people. I don't know. Like it's just something that you kind of decide. Like you could just decide to get out of it. Like right now, you could just, I don't know, maybe get some new drums or something. Or you could do like different things like to re-inspire you, or, get that fire going again. Just getting maybe a new plug-in or yeah, just play some PlayStation. Sometimes you just want to take a little break. Like if you're really like just like burnt out from like working, yeah, definitely. There's nothing wrong with like going outside and jumping rope for a little bit and like listen to other music that you don't listen to or something. I don't know. I feel like now that I'm like hanging out with like Pooh Bear so much and like working with him, like he doesn't believe in writer's block at all. Like he doesn't believe in it at all. So now I feel like it's kind of just rubbing off on me, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. I don't think it does like exist. It's just something that
an excuse that you give yourself.
Yeah, exactly. An excuse that you give yourself, and then you just like, oh, I'm gonna do other things instead of work.
I have something against the term writer's block sometimes, because I do agree with some of the explanations that every artist gives me about writer's block.
Fog. Huh? Yeah. Sometimes you can get like some fog. For sure.
Yeah. But sometimes I feel like writer's block is just another excuse to say that you're just lazy of not to do anything.
Yeah. Because you could do different things. So you don't have to you could do something productive, like, just switch it up. You don't have to do the same thing.
Something that recently I noticed that how I know that, do I have writer's block, quote unquote, is that I was forcing myself to do a dubstep song, and I was just not feeling it. And all of a sudden, I got inspired by the mid set that I have on my SoundCloud, and I listened to the songs, and I was like, man, I wish I could do that. And all of a sudden, in 2 days, I did a house track with a trap drop.
There you go.
And that was very inspiring for me, because I was like, holy shit. Like, again, I'm the type of person that when I get inspired, it won't take me like a day or two to make a song, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the month, it's just me mixing it, filling up the details, working it out, making sure it sounds dope, it sounds good, until like, okay, I'm ready to release this. You
live with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I say like I cannot make a dubstep song, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't into it. So I decided to do something, a house, and I got super inspired. It's like, dope, I want to do this now too. This is awesome. Cool.
Exactly. That's it. That's all it is. Just sometimes you just got to change up your routine or genre, or switch it up, man. Make music not at the beach, because your laptop will get really hot. I tried that one time. Laptop gets really hot, especially here in Florida. I was like, hey, I want to make beats at the beach, and I did. It was cool for like the first like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and then you're like hot, and your computer's hot. Like they gotta figure out a way, like we could like just make music everywhere. That even if it's hot or not, like that'd be cool.
It's a cool thing to do. It's like, oh yeah, I'm in the beach.
You just like draw like inspiration, like all these things.
5 minutes later, your labs are on fire.
Yeah, you can't even like load up one serum or something.
Oh wow, that's horrible when that happens. I remember I used to do that. Before I had my little room set up and the speakers, the monitors, I used to like produce outside of my balcony of my apartment,
Yeah.
Because, it's right. You've seen it,
in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, in the balcony. So I just go out there, chill out.
Though.
Yeah, it's fire until at a certain point when it's in the middle of the sun and you're sweating.
You're
no.
Like, at nighttime, maybe at nighttime, like in the fall.
Maybe, yeah.
Like, so that way it keeps the computer a little cool.
Yeah.
And you're like comfortable too.
Yeah, basically.
Or like in December, probably December, January. That's when it gets like nice in Florida. I feel like.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the best time, you know? Yep. Best time of the year, you know, not the summer.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. In this concept, do you believe that sound designing, is it a luxury or a necessity for a producer?
I don't think it's a necessity. I mean, I think it's another tool in the toolbox. Like if once you can get your head around it. Like now, I feel like last year I definitely learned a lot more in like Serum and stuff, and just like how to make just like basic things and like subs and FM and all these different things. Just to know, I was like, oh, like it was really interesting to me because there's just like all these frequencies, and then when you have like a oscilloscope or whatever open, and you kind of just seeing how the waveform just gets manipulated by all these like different knobs.
Right.
I was like, well, this is crazy. And then, I don't think you don't need to know all that, like sound designing and stuff. It's just cool to know. You know what I mean? Like it's, like I said, it's another toolbox.
It's interesting because many of the artists that comes here, they'll give me different stories. The majority of the bass artists, they all tell me the same thing, that it is a necessity. Like Ricky told me it's a necessity. Chavalo, shout out to our boy Chavalo.
Yeah,
it's a necessity. Another bass producer from LA, my boy Shoku, shout out to him as well. They believe that it's a necessity, but obviously because they feel as a bass producer, most of the bass genre songs, they're all,
you gotta make some crazy.
They're all heavy sound design inspired, and you need to make some gnarly stuff for you to stand out from different others. Obviously, for people like Lucho, shout out to him, and Mikey Bayarinichi, another Miami boy here. Shout out to him. They said the opposite. They said it's not a necessity. It's a luxury of sense because they can just grab a sample from Splice, and if it sounds dope, then why not?
Why not? Sure. Like I'm a little on both. Like I don't know.
Yours it's actually, I'm intrigued because your answer is more of the both side of the story. You don't find it as it's a necessity, but at the same time you don't drop it as if like I'm not gonna drop this. I'm like I can use this. Like you say, it's a toolbox, which is interesting how you explain it.
Yeah, man. No, that's cool because then sometimes that's another thing you could do if you have like some sort of writer's block or whatever.
Right.
You could just sit there and just make some weird sounds, and then that could, like, I definitely did that. And I remember I made this crazy like house thing. I'll send it to you. It's a crazy like jungle kind of like Indian thing. Ooh. It's crazy. You'll see. I need to definitely fix the intro, but the drop is crazy. That's my thought on that.
That's dope, man. We got 3 more questions that we can wrap this up, brother.
Boom.
All right.
Let's do it.
So first one, what has been up to now your greatest accomplishment? Could be music related. It could be general related. It could be both. Overall,
I guess right now musically, Peaches probably is my first number one.
Hey,
as a producer, like it's crazy. Plus, you gotta put some crowd like claps in the back. Or do the golf clap. Where it's like.
Before we leave, tell me, what are you currently doing and what are you hoping to accomplish right now?
Currently sitting down on a chair.
Sweet.
Nah. I'm working on a bunch of stuff, man. A lot of music with a lot of dope artists from out here in Florida, LA. Working on my own stuff, trying to get better, just trying to get better, period. Just doing cool drops. I want my drops just, you'll hear them now. I'll send you like the new stuff, but always trying to get better. When the second question was, what do you
hope to accomplish? Yeah.
Definitely a Skrillex collab.
Put it out there. Let's go.
I want to collaborate with a lot of people, honestly, like Valentino, Skrillex, Eptic.
Eptic?
Yeah, I love Eptic's sound. It's crazy.
Bro, if you work with Eptic, can you let him know that I exist? Just just like slide into the DMs. It's like, hey, check it.
Yeah, for sure. Now I got the check. Now I'm like, now I'm somebody. I got a blue check. Yeah, just like a lot of different artists. Porter, I want to work with Porter too. He's so cool.
That's dope,
freaking
bro.
Epic. And like, yeah, I have like a whole list of like who I want to work with, like artists, producers. Like, it's on my phone, so I'm just like checking them off as I go. Yeah, I don't know, just make amazing music and just have fun, live life.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. one question, and we're wrapping this up right now. Here's the thing. You know what? Let's make this very interesting. Let's just say Skrillex says, hey, I got a spaceship right now, and I'm taking you with me to that spaceship because you're dope and you're talented, man. And we're going to work on millions of music, you know? However, you can't get out of the spaceship for quite some time because we need to make the dopest songs, right?
Okay.
But he tells you, before you leave, here's a piece of paper, write 3 advice that you'll give to someone, to whoever wants to start with something in their careers. What are those 3 advice that you will give to that person?
To an upcoming?
Yeah, to an upcoming.
3 different advice. So one would be learn how to, for me personally, it was like learning how to network and put myself out there because I was really shy, like growing up and stuff. So
right.
I would put myself out there and just like, I don't know, go to shows or go to, like, I used to go to producer showcases and stuff just to see, who was around and who was like doing what I was doing. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Maybe I could like learn from them. We could like work or whatever. And then the second, I guess, obviously we go into collaboration, like collaborate with everybody. I don't know. Well, not everybody, just like, your friends. You can start with your friends first.
Right.
And then you kind of like little by little, just like make your way out until like whoever, you think is cool. Like you listen to someone's song and you just hit them up, like reach out, like, it'd be like, and I guess the third one would be like, just take initiative. Yeah. Like just, make the first move. Like don't expect things to happen. Like you just take that, like that leap of faith. You know what I mean? Just go, be a go-getter.
That's very dope. That's very dope. I agree with everything that you just said right now. Those are very good advices to go. So, Shndo, thank you very much for coming into my show, man. You have no idea how much it means for you to be in my show. It's an honor and privilege to have you, man.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Oh, bro. And I'm super proud of you, bro. Congratulations on the success of Peaches, bro. This is just one of many. Guarantee, bro.
Just warming up.
Just warming up. That's basically what it is. Before we leave, bro, plug yourself out. Tell the whole world what to expect next and put out your social medias, bro. What is it that people should expect from you?
Man, music. And maybe cool pictures from, all kinds of different places in the world. Because I definitely want to travel more. Probably next year I'll do some more travel. Especially like since things are looking a little better now.
Yeah.
Thank God. I'm putting out, I have a single with Pooh Bear coming out. It should be coming out soon.
Oof. So
that's going to be fun. It's a special song. And my socials are just SH for Instagram, and Twitter is SH at SHNDO with 4 O's. So OOOO.
Oh. Shndo. That's what's up, bro. Well, thank you very much, Shndo, for coming in, my brother. And thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. And remember, every week it's a brand new episode with a brand new topic. So be sure to like and subscribe for your weekly episodes at the Lone Wolv Podcast for SoundCloud, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and of course, the YouTube channel at lonewolfpod.com. That's lonewolfpod.com. Comment down below. Share your thoughts. Let me hear your experiences. If you guys got a certain topic that you want me to cover or you want Shndo to talk about as well, please let us know on the comments down below. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys at the next one. Peace.